Hey gamers, look, I get it. Everyone, including myself, has been waiting forever for that Wolverine gameplay trailer. And man, did it impress. I was stoked about it too. But why aren't more people talking about that gameplay trailer for Saros? I mean, what a way to start out a state of play. Housemarque's been around for 30 years. That's as long as I've been gaming. And they've come out with some amazing games such as Outland, Dead Nation, Resogun, Nex Machina, Matterfall, and my two personal favorites, Alien Nation and Returnal. Housemarque are the masters of bullet hell, and they really ramped up development for Returnal to bring that bullet hell to the third-person shooter and action roguelike genre with really cool storytelling. It really looks like Housemarque has turned it up since Returnal, so this game could be something special. Let's get this Housemarque hype train going and dive into this trailer for Saros. Peggy 16. I don't know why I love that so much, but it's great. Yeah, I've been waiting over 7 months for this trailer since February 2025 when they first revealed it. I've been waiting for the gameplay for this game. I am so pumped up about it. Man, look at those graphics. They look incredible. And they're actually on a base PS5, so can you imagine what it's going to look like on the PS5 Pro or on PC? Oh, here we go. So Rahul Kohli is portraying the Soltari enforcer Arjun Devraj. So the sun's supposed to be really important in this game, it seems like anyways. In the reveal trailer, it said every time the sun dies, Magnus reigns. So I'm wondering if that's going to be similar to Returnal with its time loop, where you return to your crash site every time. I wonder if Saros is going to have something similar with the sun. Are you going to be reset back to this like spot we're looking at right now, or is it going to be something different? Can you believe that Returnal came out 4 years ago? I just can't believe that. It feels like it's only been about 2. But I'm really excited to see how Saros is going to really expand on the Returnal's formula. This should be really interesting to see. So this is the UI for this game. It's actually really simple, really slick. Looks like he's got the health bar on the left-hand side and the mini-map on the right. We'll be able to see a lot of the screen, be able to see all that bullet hell in action, so we can make sure we can dodge. And oh wow, we're getting right into the action here. So it looks like his gun is like a shotgun. You can see as he shoots the white bars in the middle of the screen. That must be the ammo going down. Oh, the Soltari shield. So we got to talk about this a little bit. So the Soltari shield is a new mechanic in the game. Actually, you can temporarily use it places a shield bubble around you, and you can absorb the enemy's power in order to charge up your actual weapon, and then you can discharge this like massive charged power attack. Man, look at all that beautiful bullet hell. It's a good thing we got that shield now to absorb all that stuff. I'm really excited to actually see if Saros is going to do it like they do in Returnal. If they had, Returnal had 6 different biomes. So I'm wondering if Saros is going to have biomes similar to what Returnal had, or if the planet of Carcosa, which is where Saros is based, they reference talking about it being a shape-shifting planet. So I'm curious if they're going to have different biomes, or if they're going to do something different with their procedural generation of their maps. So one of the other things I want to touch on about the combat is the melee combat. So in Returnal, it was a really simple melee combat with the lightsaber. I'm looking to see if Saros is going to expand upon the melee combat in this game. So as you see here, he's going to dash in and punch with his left fist. So if you look closely, there's like on his left hand, there's a power fist that has a cord attached to the back of his suit. So I wonder if they're going to have more substantial upgrades with melee combat, because that would be really awesome. Another thing I wanted to mention is the roguelite aspect of this game. Returnal I would say maybe its one criticism was its lack of being like a typical roguelike, which I personally liked that aspect of the game. So I'm looking to see what kind of like long-term progression they're going to have in this game. There's a mechanic that's coming up here that's called Second Chance. You'll see it right here. So this is one of the long-term progressions in this game. I was reading an article the other day about Saros, and it sounds like the second chance mechanic is going to be a permanent unlock that you don't get until later in the game, so you'll still have to be pretty careful early on. I really hope with Saros they can bring an amazing sound design like they had in Returnal, because it was unbelievable. So I feel like another aspect of PlayStation exclusive games is the haptic feedback. Most times it's just kind of a gimmicky thing that's put into the game as an afterthought, but Returnal did a really good job in making the haptic feedback really make the game more immersive. One example of that is when you were running around on the planet and it was raining, you could literally feel it in your hands. It was like little raindrops were like falling down on your hands. It was crazy. Then the last thing I wanted to touch on really quick was the save mechanic in Returnal, or the lack thereof. I played it on day one on release, and there was no save mechanic. So if you shut your TV off or whatever, your PlayStation off, there was no way to save the game at all. So I'm hoping that they call it the suspend cycle in Returnal, which was the temporary save mechanic that they ended up implementing. I really wish, or I really hope that Saros will have that from day one. It wasn't such a big deal when I was playing Returnal because I was single, but now that I have a family, it'd be really helpful to have that temporary save. And that is a wrap on the gameplay reveal trailer for Saros. This one's going to be a day one buy for me. No question, hands down. Housemarque, I've loved their games, and I will continue to support them. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.